We're always endeavoring to decode the cosmos with the modest toolkit of concepts and labels at our disposal, aren't we? Language is our frail attempt to rein in the messy, ineffable depths of existence and systematize our experiences into manageable constructs. It's our makeshift method of organizing the tumultuous phenomena unfurling in our minds and hearts. Yet, I've stumbled upon the realization that the most enriching, life-affirming connections elude these rudimentary classifications we erect for friend, romantic partner, and the like. These tidy categories provide a sense of order and predictability, granting us the illusion of control over the inherently chaotic nature of human bonds. But in doing so, we bind ourselves to narrow ideas of what constitutes intimacy, love, and belonging. We flatten the richness of relation into prescribed roles and scripts, stifling the boundless potential that arises when we allow connections to blossom organically, unrestrained by convention. Implicit in these labels are unspoken rules about the parameters of a relationship, how close we can become, what we owe each other, the boundaries of physical and emotional intimacy. We inherit templates of behavior, a ready-made mold into which all our varied loves and attachments must be poured. In this way, language becomes a prison, obstructing the full flowering of human relations. Enter the domain of other significant others, a term here not without a hint of irony, which stands to defy the stringent guidelines and roles traditionally earmarked for companionship or love as we've come to recognize them. Such bonds flourish in the fertile ground where two individuals truly perceive and acknowledge one another's essence, unencumbered by societal crap. These relationships transcend the superficial trappings of intimacy marketed to us since childhood. They are not contingent upon checklists of criteria or habitual patterns of interaction, but rather upon the impossible alchemy that transpires when two beings encounter each other in radical authenticity. Stripped of masks and pretenses, embracing vulnerability, their connection exists in the delicate, indefinable realm where souls intersect. In this soulful intermingling, the usual barriers between self and other begin to dissolve. We are reminded that the boundaries we construct are mere fictions, frail defenses against the terrifying truth of our interconnectedness. To love someone in this way is to be undone, to surrender to the realization that we are not separate, but streams merging into the same vast ocean. To reside outside these preordained narratives requires audacity, a willingness to have one's heart laid bare, split asunder. It's a little act of rebellion against this whole cultural obsession with the fairy tale idea that finding the one romantic partner is the holy grail of intimacy. For embedded within this myth lies a profound denial of life's complexities, a tragic reduction of the staggering spectrum of love into a singular mold. When you buck those norms, a whole new world of possibilities opens up for having profoundly close, meaningful bonds that cannot be neatly categorized or compared against cultural ideals. These connections thrive at the fringes, in the margins overlooked by the mainstream gaze. They are sacred havens where the unorthodox and idiosyncratic are cherished, where the wilderness of human tenderness can flourish unchecked. It's easy to get trapped into thinking we have to follow some predetermined ideal for how to find happiness and connection. The gravitational pull of convention is immense, reinforced through the narratives that saturate our society. But the real truth, at least for me, is that the richest, most mind-blowing relationships are the ones that can't be stuffed into those tidy conventional definitions. They're the ones that live in those weird in-between spaces that most of us are taught to ignore or be afraid of. Embracing human connection, with all its inherent messiness and subtlety, becomes a journey of discovery. We must cultivate the courage to gaze unflinchingly into the mysteries that defy language, to revel in the ambiguities and contradictions that make us gloriously alive. As we liberate ourselves from the shackles of societal labels and expectations, we unlock the gateways to boundless love and understanding in its most wildly variegated forms. In doing so, we open to the profound truth that every bond is sacred, every love a revelation, if only we can find the eyes to see it. Enjoyed the content? Like and follow for more.